welcome to Shelters by Jesus podcast. I'm Senior Pastor Richard Berry, and I run the homeless shelter in Skowhegan, Maine. We're at 12 McClellan Street in Skowhegan. We're so excited you're watching this. All of you that watch this and you go on in and subscribe and hit like, you are helping support Shelters by Jesus. YouTube is giving us commission for doing this because the ad's on there, so thank you. Also, if you want to support us monthly, go to sheltersbyjesus.com, pull up our website. It'll tell you how to support us. $9 a month. Just $9 a month will get somebody off the street. We'll be introduced to you to some of the folks that $9 has gotten off the street. Also, I've written 4 books about Shelters by Jesus. They're about the stories, the miracles, the battles, everything about us. Gone on for 15 years. And if you like those, we have 2 prices. They're free at $10. All the proceeds go to the ministry. I don't get any of the proceeds at all. And all you got to do is give us your name and address on here, or you can call the office at 207-474-8833 and give them your name and address and say you like book 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, or all 4, and we will send them to you. We'll ship them right out. We're excited to do that. So right now, we're going to get going on this podcast. I want to introduce a couple of our residents. I'm starting something new. We're going to do Meet the Residents. And there's going to be a series of these coming up. This will be the first one in a series of them. I do not know the backgrounds of these residents. They've been here for a while, but I don't know that. So I'm going to have them introduce themselves. Then we're going to be asking some questions. And you get to know the people that your $9 takes off the street. We want to make our shelter personal to you. So I'm going to start over here. You want to tell me your name?
Michelle Chipman.
All right, Michelle and
Leona Havens.
Leona Haven. These 2 ladies have been here a while. So first of all, I want to ask, how'd you end up homeless? I'll start right here with Leona.
Oh, this trip, it's quite a story, but I have several of them. But this trip, it's just relying on people when I should be relying on Jesus and trusting the path that He has me on.
Okay, so what brought on the homelessness? Was you with somebody and lost it?
How'd you end up I had homeless? I had a partnership that was not, it was not where I should have been.
Okay, so the partnership ended?
Yep.
And so at that time you had no place to go?
Yep, yeah, I can't afford it on my own, so.
Okay, so how'd you hear about Shelters by Jesus? How'd you hear about us?
Well, I've known about you guys for a while.
Okay.
I actually was brought here 6 years ago because I attempted suicide.
Oh.
And Deborah Jacobs brought me here.
Oh, really?
6 years ago. Yeah.
Yes, I remember Deborah.
Yeah, she brought me here, 6 years
You're the
ago.
lady she brought back then.
Yes.
I didn't even remember you.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't.
I didn't.
I knew you wouldn't.
I remember her calling me and telling me all about you.
Yeah, she's been my mentor since 2009. She brought me to Christ. Opened up Christ to me.
Deborah's helped a lot of people.
Yeah, she's a legend. She's a miracle. She's amazing.
Wow, I did not know you were that gal.
That's me.
Well, look, see, I find out. I'm glad I'm doing the podcast, guys, because I'm learning all these things too.
Yeah, it's been a journey. My years before were just on my recognizance and living my own life, and I can't believe I'm still here. And I was a mom. I've had so many things in my life, and and I look back at it, and it's Jesus has worked His tail off for me.
Amen.
And now the 12 years to now, I'm just working very hard to stay where He's keeping me.
All right. Well, we're going to get an update on where we're at in a second.
Yep.
Michelle, would you tell us what brought you to the homeless state, and then how'd you hear about us, and how'd you end up here?
Okay. Well, basically, what I thought I was doing was helping a best friend get up off his feet during COVID, and I thought that was saving a soul, and it got me, but that's not what it was.
Okay.
It's actually Jesus working in my life now that I'm here. I feel privileged to be able to even be here, actually, and I'm glad everything happened when it did, because I don't know if I would have been able to make it. So, COVID happened, and I just followed Him, and I didn't know God. I did not know Him at the time.
Yep.
And I do now, and
So you found the Lord while you was here?
Yes, yes.
Cool.
It's very cool.
So how'd you hear about us, Michelle?
I got a case manager. I had to get out of the situation I was at. I was around a rough crowd and got put in a motel room. And I went out and called this crisis number, and it was a local lady that works
Okay.
through the Augusta department
Yeah.
and Skowhegan, mostly Augusta, but she got me here. And I had whispered to her while they were there that I said, get out alone. You know,
Yeah.
and I didn't know what else to do. I didn't have anyone to turn to. I didn't want to put it on my kids.
Okay.
They have their own life. And so she got me here, and I've been here since. It's been
So the social worker knew about us. It's
Yes.
One of our, is it a, Seth, do you know who our social worker is? Is it a regular social worker that we have?
the blonde.
Hannah?
Was it Hannah? Young, long blonde. It's been 2 years now.
Oh.
I think it was Hannah.
Anyway, it's a social worker that's
Yeah.
dealt with us before, Seth. So it's somebody that we do. For those that don't know and you're watching this, we do have a lot of social workers that do bring the individuals here and work with them. And they do an outstanding job, the social workers, too. We've got some great social workers. So let's go on to another question. I'll start with you again, Leona. What is this? How's this place changed you? What does it mean to you? What have you found here? What's it done for you?
Well, I've been getting hard because, I see my change and what I've been through and how much I'm standing up. And, I've been kind of walking over people that I shouldn't be, closed off and not available. And coming here is changing that.
It is changing that.
Yes, it is.
So how has this affected you? How has it caused that change? What about this place? If somebody was going to come here and say, Leona, I'm about where you were, and I'd like to go where you're getting to, what am I going to find when I get there that's going to have this effect on me that seems to be having upon you? What would you tell them?
That Jesus loves me every minute, my failures, my everything, and how wouldn't I do that the same for somebody else? How wouldn't I?
Amen.
So finding Jesus made any difference in your
Oh,
life?
yeah, it's changed me, yes, but then it kind of made me, I put myself somewhere where I shouldn't have, and then he's reminded me that everybody's just where I was, and if not, we all need each other, and we all need the grace and the mercy that was given.
So if somebody come up to you and they go, I hear you, well, after you leave here, you can
Yes,
say, or
yes.
even now, but somebody comes up and says, I hear you spent some time at that shelter by Jesus.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of rumors about them,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, yeah.
So would you recommend, so I come to you and I say, would you recommend me going there? I'm hurting, I need a place. What would the shelters by
I
Jesus,
would-
is that
I
a
would-
place you'd send me?
I would send them here before I send them anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why is that? Why would you pick shelters by Jesus?
Because God's hand's here, His heart's here.
That,
His heart's
I think
here.
that's probably one of the
His
nicest
heart's
compliments
here.
this place
His
has
heart
had.
is here, because it's changing mine.
All right.
Moving.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, His heart's here.
So Michelle, about you? What about this place? What's it done for you? How do you see it? Would you recommend it? Whatever. What?
I absolutely would recommend it. I'm in my late 40s, and I never thought that I would be in this situation, but what a relief. What a relief. When I got dropped off, I didn't know, but then I met Seth, I met Tia, and I just got to work, but then I kind of fell back because I got a little nervous because I didn't know God.
And
But
Seth is our chief of staff.
Yes,
and
and his wife,
He is
his wife.
Right.
I had 1,000,001 questions the first 2 days I was here, and she was here for me.
Mm.
And everybody was just moving and doing things, and I thought, wow, this is great, this is what I like to do, and so it was what I was used to, but then it got more into trying to find myself with God, and it was so easy because He is making mad moves here, like
Mad moves?
mad moves. Like
Okay, girl, what is a mad move, girl?
Everybody that comes through here, and what you see, it's amazing. It's you can't explain it except for God, and it just reminds me of looking back on my life constantly and seeing where He was, and thank God I did get here, and I got a granddaughter on the way, and I can't say enough about this place and what it has done for my spirit, my soul, and how much I go to Him now when I don't even feel like I have anybody, because I kind of which the Bible studies are amazing. The teachers, I can't even say enough. The people, it's a home. It's a home.
Okay,
I don't
now,
feel so homeless
I'm glad you brought up the
now.
Bible studies because we hear, we're like slave drivers. We force people to go to our Bible studies and all of that, which is part of the contract. But you don't find it a labor at this point, right?
No. And I didn't before. It was just getting used to the different personalities and the different nights and getting used to the Bible. When I first got here, I couldn't even find the page. So I took on bringing people in, and I had this little boy. He's about 9 years old, and we found it together. We started finding the pages and the verses, and now I know them, and I can flip right to it, and I love it. And it's been a journey, and I can't wait to see.
You got a lot more.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well,
Being here,
that
I
is
feel
awesome.
safe.
Now
I
you-
feel safe.
Seth, I'm going to ask you to step up here for a second with these girls because I want to ask you a question that concerns them. And I think that this is something that is really. You want to get between me and Leona there?
Sure.
All right. You talked to me about how much work they do around here. I would love to have the folks watching this understand where these people come from and how they help us, because we don't hire work being done. So would you say something to their work ethic and what they do or whatever, how they
Yeah, Leona is one that feels or is very empathetic toward the needs of everyone here. So much so where she feels like she has to represent them in all their concerns.
Oh,
And sometimes I gotta say,
so
Leona.
she's the
She's the advocate.
super advocate?
Right.
Okay.
But sometimes I gotta say, hey, let them come to me, because we want to teach people to stand up for
I know.
themselves and to look me in the eyes.
Well, and I'm trying to work
And
on
you're
that.
doing great. No. I know where your heart is, and your heart is for people. And it's amazing to see that. Like, she wants to advocate for them, not because she thinks we're an awful place,
No.
but because she wants their concerns to be addressed. And that is a wonderful heart. And I appreciate it when she does, but I want her to come with the person.
Yes.
Right.
And because one of the problems we have is abused women come in here
Yeah.
and they won't even look me in the eye. They're
know.
so scared.
I know.
And so when we
And I tell them you're not scary. You're a good guy.
well, when I try to get them
So you lie to them?
You don't have to do that.
So we try to teach them to be courageous, to look me in the eye, and to tell me what's on their mind. And in the beginning, it's good to have an advocate like Leona, because she gets them to calm down and to understand that they're safe.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, Leona is she's very empathetic, and she helps a lot with the kids here.
Awesome.
Michelle, no one can clean better than Michelle.
She is the
And-
bathroom
And
queen, right?
well, not just the bathroom queen, Pastor.
Well, I've heard you brag on the bathroom. That's why I brought that up.
But and I say that, but like if I say, hey, Michelle, one of the kids just threw up, and she's on it, or hey, Michelle, somebody really wrecked the bathroom. She's on it, and it's not pleasant work, but she does it, and she does it with the heart of I'm doing this for Jesus. And Michelle and I didn't get along for the longest time. We didn't really care for one another, and then one day I just saw her breaking down, and God really got a hold of my heart and said, Seth, knock it off. And we had a long talk, didn't we, Michelle?
Yes,
Put
we
it behind
did.
us.
Yeah,
And,
thank God.
and I've just seen her flourish. I've seen Leona flourish.
That's what
and-
he's doing with me, is he's telling me to knock it off, because I'm hard. I don't need to be.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he does that.
Because
He
I have
gets all of us.
expectations and I shouldn't.
Yep.
But
these women are just amazing. Leona's not the same woman she was when she was here 6 years ago. And Michelle is just, just growing and growing. And as a matter of fact, Michelle's on our staff now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing is, she keeps showing up, and I don't know who she is because she has a different color hair.
Yeah.
It depends
Yeah.
on
Thanks,
how
Seth.
quick I
You're
can get the
welcome.
dye out.
Yep.
Trying to cover up the gray.
Ah.
That doesn't take care
Well,
of the mess,
I
though.
keep wondering if you're giving her jobs painting because she always goes back with different colored hair. I think when you fall in the paint, but
Hey, we'll stick with that. Come on. Yeah.
so both you girls then would recommend Shelters by Jesus to people watching this. Would you recommend? Somebody's wondering, watching right now, they're thinking, maybe I would want to give $9 if I really thought it was going to go to real benefit
it's saving
people.
lives. It's saving a lot. It's it's giving somebody a place to sit and breathe when they've never had one. So
So you would
Thank you.
recommend that this
Thank
is worthwhile
Yes.
$9 investment?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. A place to
Absolutely.
start over. A place where you can find
$9 is
yourself,
nothing.
where you can
No.
have support, you can have, you can just feel safe, and you don't.
Awesome. We're winding down. Is there something that, for like 1 minute, you'd like to just say to somebody who's watching, you'd like them to know about this place? If there is, go ahead. If not, that's fine.
If this place wasn't here, I couldn't even imagine, you know, the 15 years and the transformations and the further use for the rest of the forever that this place is gonna, it's changing lives, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
every day. It's changing lives every
Is that what
day.
It's changing.
So that's what you both would like to let people know, that this is a
Yeah.
life-changing place?
Yes.
It is, and I just want to say too, I feel privileged that I can stay here. I actually, when Seth comes to me, I feel privileged. He gives me a job, and I want to do my best at it. And I just, if you need a new start, if you need a place to go, if you're scared, if you need anything,
Just to come through and have
It's
lunch,
here.
meet people.
Yeah.
You know?
it's here. Everything you need is here. And I have figured that out, and it's safe, and you can come here.
All right. Well, you've heard from two of our residents. You're going to hear more going down as we go down the road. But these ladies, the comment, this is not scripted, right? We did not discuss this ahead of time, right?
No.
I did not know their past, so I just grabbed them this morning. They were available. I said, I want to do a podcast on residents. Would you do that? And they jumped right on board. So first of all, I just want to say thanks for watching. We appreciate you doing that. And please, if you haven't subscribed yet to our podcast, please subscribe and please hit like. And the other thing is, if you'd like a tour now, you heard them talk about this place. And there's all kinds of rumors, like there is with every organization.
Oh,
And if you're hearing the rumors and you're going, I got this question and that question, we love to give tours.
Yeah.
All you got to do is go to the telephone and give us a call at 207-474-8833. And you met my chief of staff. He was here to talk about the girls. He'll do the tours. Just asked if Seth would give you a tour, set up a time with him, and then we'll talk you around. You'll meet some of the residents. Well, also, we got 23 little kids running around. If you're not scared of kids, you come and we'll introduce you to a bunch of these kids that you've seen on the podcast as well. So, again, thanks for being a part of our podcast. Thank you for continuing to watch. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for the others that are giving, because this is 100% faith-based. That's how we run. We run on people whose God moves their heart like you. You are the reason that these ladies have a place to go today, because you cared and you gave.
Thank you.
You all come back now here.
Yep.